Okay, my friends, you might have noticed you're having problems with some of the letters. So let's go back now and talk about the fill tool. Let's use that fill tool, and you'll notice with some letters like the S, it's a real pain. Well, see that, how long it took? And it's making all of these things here. So let's go back. You have to play with the threshold here. You see this? This makes a huge difference with the fill tool, the bucket fill. Let's put the threshold down. Look how long it takes. Yeah, it's still unsatisfactory, right? Let's hit F2, or it's going to take way too long. And with an S, we cannot use the Bezier path as easy. We could use the Bezier tool almost as easy, but it's not quite as easy. So I'm going to show you now a better way, the easiest way. We take our Bezier tool, doch. Now we start here. We click or tap if you're using a Wacom tablet, and in the path here, we tap again and then pull and drag. It makes a curve. You see that? So we tap and drag. If you're not using a Wacom tablet, you just click with the mouse. Click, and now we go straight. Click, and now we click and drag because we want to make a curve. So right around here we click and drag. See how that does that? We do this all along. Click and drag. Now when we're about here, we don't want to curve anymore, so we just click and we go straight. Click. Now we hit enter. See that? Now we have to correct this. So we hit F2 again and we kill the erroneous nodes, they're called. We have to mark it. Kill the erroneous nodes. Now we can move this around. You see how I grabbed it like that? Mark the nodes. Let's make them all perfectly vertical first. Okay, you see how you can grab these handles? So let's make it as good as we can. These ones need to be perfectly horizontal, as well as these and these. So we make it as good as we can to be in the middle of that S. Another way to do this is with let's put that over here. Go back to the S. Another way to do that is with the pencil tool. We can do this, like that. You can freehand it. Boom. With this one, you have to play with the smoothing, like that. So you put a lot of smoothing in there. Let's go backwards again. See that? Okay, so play around with that. I prefer the Bezier tool with this one, and so I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to put this S right back to where it was. Now go to your object view. So I want to correct that a little bit. Hit the F2. This needs to be a little bit more like that. Mark that like that. Maybe pull it out more. Okay, this one needs to be over there. Alright, it's not as fat as the S, is it? Let's make it fatter. Stroke, let's just hit that arrow right there. Alright, whoa, way too much. That looks better. Maybe one more. A little bit more. Okay. But now it's just a stroke. Let's make it an object. We go to Path, Stroke to Path. There you go. You see how it made all of these nodes though? So we have to be careful with this. But now we can go and make it white. And guess what? We can make that part red. Oh, that's way too big. So we have to turn the stroke way down. There we go. There's our S. Now we're going to do this for all of the curvies. And you see it may not be perfect, but let's delete that one there. But for the sake of brevity, I'm not going to make everything perfect here, okay? Now, look at this, the A. How do you do that? You got to put the inner A and the square part here. So, let's go to our object view. Let's move this out of the way. Let's make a square. There we go. That stroke is too much. Let's turn that stroke down. Well, not that much. Really doesn't matter because we're not going to use this. We're using this for a cutout. Okay, let's make it some gaudy color. There we go. Let's put that R back. Okay, now we have to mark both objects. You see how that one's marked and that one is too. Now I hit Control minus. Boom! It's gone. Perfect, eh? Another way to do that, let's go back. You have to have everything marked, these two objects. What I just did was just the shortcut for path, difference, Control minus. See that? So my friends, now you know 2 tricks, or 3. With the bucket tool, you really got to mess with the threshold. And if it doesn't work, use your Bezier paths and go back now and copy all of the letters. Of course, remember, you only have to make every letter once. So here's a G and here's a G. So now I'm going to press Control D. Boom, I duplicated it. Now I just drag it over there, right? Make the computer work for you. Don't draw these things more than once. Just draw each letter once. Another way to do that is, let's see, where's an E? This E here, we'll take that E. You can also copy it with Control C, just like anything else. And now Control V. So that's one way to do it too. Control D or Control V. Now my friends, you're going to go through here and do all of that. I'll show you one more here with the A. Let's make a perfect triangle here. Let's use our Bezier tool. 1, 2, 3, close it. Now let's make it perfect though. F2, level it. Let's give it a gaudy fill. Now let's go get that A. I'm hitting the minus key thing on my keyboard now. Get the A. Get your grabber tool. Get the A. Okay. Let's center them perfectly. So I'm going to mark the A, mark the inner part of the A. Now here we have to have selection. Okay, and now we center them. You see how it centered them? And now again, Control minus, or this one, path, difference, Control minus. And there you go, perfect A. So my friends, you're going to go back and use all of these tricks to make all of these letters. And then I'll see you when you're done, and we'll do the rest. Thank you very much.